Thank you.
He's like, oh, there's a race.
Check, check, check. Yes. Give me some more. There we go. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Okay. Cool. Let's open up the high end a little bit. Check, 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 check. Check, check. Okay. Is that good? Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Give it up! Okay, remind me, and we'll end with the song. Okay? Okay. One, I wanted to sit in on a recording session. Two, I went to spend some time with a Japanese band that I had become good friends with named Move. I mean, like, we became buddies. In fact, some of you may have even heard a song that I wrote, and the girl from Move, Yuri, recorded a Japanese vocal to it. And we did this duet. It's really pretty. I think it's on my MySpace. It was. Anyway. And third, I wanted to meet Romy Park, who played Ed in Japanese. Now, obviously there are a lot of characters that I've played that obviously have Japanese counterparts, and I've never met any of them. So why her, right? Here's why. Because she was supposed to come to Anime Expo 2 years ago when I was going for the movie premiere. I was so jazzed. I'd never met any Japanese counterpart, much less the one of the biggest role I'd probably ever played. And so I bought her this really cool cowboy hat from Houston. I mean, I'm talking smoking, you understand? I mean, like Stetson, not a straw one, but like a real nice formed gray with this beautiful band. I was so excited to give it to her. And Anime Expo people, we had it all planned out. I was going to introduce her at opening ceremonies. And you guys, Anime Expo, like 10,000 people show up at opening ceremonies. So the Japanese director was there that year as well, Mizushima-san. And they picked me up at the airport. Here I am carrying my Stetson box, right? And I get off the plane, and we get in the car, and the guys go, we have some bad news. What? And they're like, Romy can't make it. You gotta be kidding me. And they said, oh, wait till you hear the story. She was at the airport. She was at Narita Airport waiting to get on her plane. Her exit visa had expired. And she didn't realize it. She just, didn't realize it. They said they were on the phone with her manager, and Romy was like sobbing in the background because she was looking. She's never been to an American convention, you guys. So Mizushima-san says to me, I will be happy to take it back to her if you'd like. And I said, you know what, I'm honored, thank you, but I want to give it to her myself. One day, I don't know when, I don't know how, but I will give it to her. I made friends with Move. They said I should come over, do some recording with them, do some music. I started talking to Square Enix that I was coming over there. Could they possibly set up a recording session for me to sit in on? And by the way, is there any chance you could set up dinner with Romy? They did. I absolutely could not believe it. They did. And we had dinner, we went and sat at this place, and it was so cool. It was like we knew each other, but we didn't. And she didn't speak a lick of English, and I didn't speak a lick, except, that's all I ever said. No matter what they asked, that's what I said. And, they started looking at me kind of funny after a while. But I mean, like, there were Aniplex people at dinner, and Square Enix people, and Mizushima sat beside me, and Romy sat across from me, and we hit it off. Go check on YouTube. I put a video of me meeting her and giving her the cowboy hat after 2 years. After having this thing for 2 years in my closet, hoping to get to meet her. At the end, she was like, I want to come, America convention. I'm like, yeah, we need to do a convention together, because two Eds are better than one. You know what I'm saying? So we're hoping to get her to a convention sometime. I know that a couple of conventions that I have friends that run a couple of big conventions. One of them that's trying to get her here is Anime Weekend Atlanta. She may be there. They're also trying to get her maybe to Kauai Con in Hawaii, because of course that's a perfect middle space there. It'd be perfect. Dragon Con's not really an anime con. She needs to go someplace, number one, that's a destination city. You know what I mean? She doesn't come to, a city that you would really want to visit if you lived in Japan. Anyway, okay. Let's stay on track here real quick. So I had a great time with her and a wonderful trip to Tokyo. It couldn't have been any better. It was a wonderful trip. I can't wait to go back again. And it was amazing. Also, how many of you guys have seen my World of Warcraft commercial? So that means a good number of you have not. Go check it out. You guys know I'm a Star Trek fan, right? Well, somebody sent me a video that William Shatner had done the one, you know? Hello, I'm William Shatner, and I'm a shaman. And he does this, the whole Shatner thing, and I'm a conduit to the port of space. And so I was all jazzed about it, and one of the Rangers, how many Risen Bull Rangers in the room? All right, those of you who are not, where are my girls? Do you have cards? You didn't remind me. Listen, these girls right here have business cards. They have our address. It's a free join us. It's free. It's the coolest club in the world. We have 7,000 members now worldwide, and you instantly have a 7,000 member family. And they meet up at cons, and it's great. So if you don't have one, grab cards from this girl. But one of the Rangers said, you ought to make a World of Warcraft commercial. And I'm like, that would be fun, except I don't play the game. And they said, well, that's okay. Just make one anyway for fun. So they gave me some in-game footage of a warlock. And I did my whole, hello, I'm Vic Mignogna, and I'm a warlock. So check it out. It's on YouTube. I didn't realize how popular World of Warcraft was until I created a video with World of Warcraft in the name. And the girl that posted it for me, she's like, oh my gosh, it's been up 3 hours and it has 20,000 views. Shh. Okay. Shh. Please turn your cell phones into the off position until after we've landed. Okay. We have okay, we look at one at a time. Okay, hold on, yes. Hold on, courtesy for the question. What do you say? I don't believe there's a God. I think he's more agnostic, maybe. You know what that means? Like, I don't really know. I doubt it. I don't know. Okay, I love this question. Her question was, obviously I'm very religious. How could I play a character like Edward Elric, who's clearly not? You ready for my answer? We're going to get deep here for a minute. You with me? Here we go. Guys, got your bathing suits on? We're going to the deep end, baby. Here we go. Number one, listen closely. I'm not a very religious person. I don't like the word religion. I don't use the word religion. Religion to me describes a bunch of man-made buildings and organizations that have nothing to do with God. All right? I love Jesus. I love God. He has blessed me and saved me, and that's all I care about. I don't call myself any particular religion. I don't spout a bunch of mumbo jumbo. All I know is very simply, I believe the Bible is God's word. I believe Jesus is who he said he was, and I try to live my life in a way that pleases God. That's it. And you know what? I think that's a message that's been lost. I think when people hear the word Jesus, they think of religion. You guys, can I tell you something? Do you know who one of the biggest opponents of religion was in history? Jesus. Read the Bible. I'm not kidding. Read the Bible. He was constantly blasting the religious leaders of his day. Why? Because they were all about the appearance.